Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Nashville. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff, and that might set the tone for what could be a physical game.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Titan football.
Down, 22 Rita. Like 5-4. Odd, like 5-4.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They juked him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Got his man, Okonkwo. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Titans at 14-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And it's a fumble, and the Colts pick it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd and 9 now. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be out right at the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. That is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Levis from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Now a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Marte Mapu. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver. And he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good in finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
40 Rita. Swing. Here we go.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. He finds his man, complete. That's Underwood. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Levis back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
22 Linda, 20, like 13.
Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kalijah Cansey, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Byers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Byers. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Diamond. Hey, 24, Linda. Flat grenade. Hey, I'm back.
Levis looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. 70 range.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Trap 60. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 13.
Now Levis.
He finds his man complete. That's Sullivan. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Levis.
He finds his man complete. It's Sullivan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Here's Levis. He's got room to roam.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Levis sets up to throw here.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Levis out of the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw, it's Levis. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. And Levis, he's going to audible to something else.
22 window.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike zero. Wheels. Tracy.
Levis to throw once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing again on second down. Levis over the middle. He has a control. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo from 17 yards out. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what?
Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Bulldozes past him. And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Levis to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Like 54. 54 readers.
Levis from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
My 90, my 90. Hey, let's go. Reload. Reload. Let's go. 22 Linda. 22 Linda.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go on second and 12. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice,
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Now third down and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Down, 49, Rita. 3 down. 49's down.
Levis back to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. It got his man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
Hey, here, I'm back. 20 Rita.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Diamond. Down, 49 Rita.
3rd and goal. Here's Levis.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And this one is right through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket.
because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. And that big return sets them up for the potential to now tie this game here in the fourth.
Let's see if they want to ride the momentum of that return for a touchdown, because as you and I both know, that's a monster play. Do you want to ride that momentum into a two-point try, or do you line up and go ahead and kick the extra point?
Levis will try to throw for the two.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. That is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Byers found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play, because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Second and 4. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now a handoff up the middle. Byers. A solid stiff arm. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bring it.
They'll try the left side. Byers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Colts have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
454, Mike 50.
Here's Levis.
He finds his man, complete. That's Underwood.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up now on 2nd
22
down.
Linda, 22 Linda. Mike 49. Mike 49. Sub.
Levis to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
On, Mike 49. Here's down, right down, 49 Rita. 20 Rita.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. He's got room to roam.
And all the way down to the 5. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's 1st and goal.
Mayday. Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54. 54 Rita.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Tonight, 49's down, 22 Rita. Hey, I'm back.
Levis.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Mike 13.
Levis.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's first down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead, but ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering where's that magic line for my kicker. They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points,